my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'm a running back. Ay. Same day, why I'm a running back. Yeah. Friday, payday, running back. Ay. Running back, running back, running back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money falls.
Coach, thank you. We have playoff football and bone-chilling playoff football at that in the city of brotherly love at Lincoln Financial Field. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Waiting!
54. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Wentz now on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
This pass complete, Wentz to Ertz, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Danielle Hunter coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Gould is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25. to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Check. Block 54. In the face.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Prescott to throw it. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Prescott off play action. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A Hall of Fame coach once said there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Greystone, Travis.
Now Wentz. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Everson Griffin. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Wentz. And he's going to go down again. Danielle Hunter able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
And Gold is able to put it through, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
First down, Prescott eluding the pressure right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 48 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Officially an even 100 yards coast-to-coast on the kick return. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
47.
Check line 54. Line 54. Here we go. Jim.
Here we go. 26.
Prescott now from the 50. He's going to find Gallup here complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, it's Cook. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Check. Fresno.
A first down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Right there. All day, baby.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
54 wide in. We're going to 54 wide in. Hayward. 54.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line. Mike 5-4.
From the 35 on second down. Wentz. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. They'll run. It's Sanders. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. It's a second down run with Sanders. Room here to run. The 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Well, they put it all together on that one. Good vision, good blocking. A toss play to the left. How do you toss it?
Yeah, a toss is the underhand kind of egg toss. The pitch is kind of, if you're running the option, you pitch it end over end, correct?
Yeah, I agree
you're
totally.
The guy.
I agree totally. And in the NFL, we'll see a lot more tosses than pitches because if you're pitching it, you might lose your quarterback.
Absolutely. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Play action. Now Wentz in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
A 29-yard attempt.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Come on, boys, let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Coming this way, here we go. Mike 54. Let's go. Slam. Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Big winning.
Final play of the half, Prescott. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
We own them. We own them.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Another run here with Sanders. And he's going to be met at about the 43. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Check nickel. Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike.
Crunch time, defense.
What's your son? 55.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Prescott from the gun. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a give running right. It's Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
54, Mike. Check. Watch 54. Right there. 54, right there, 54 Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Sanders. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Wentz on the give to Sanders. Well, Sanders has it poked free. And this belongs to the Vikings. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 16-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that because the scouting report told you that this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
Now a run with Cook. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Another run with Sanders. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 30.
Now Wentz. Flushed out right. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. Does the big boy have the juice? And they will finally put an end to the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Under 10.
They'll run with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
He's checking. Cracks. Check. Mike 5-4.
Here's Prescott. set to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Barnett in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Mike, go. Sweetie! Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Set. Hey, empty.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
Here we go. Mike 54. Go. Get out there.
1st down. Here's the run with Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Cook. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Throwing, Prescott. And that will be incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere. Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden. Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey, kill. Watch the motion. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Mike's 54. I'm coming.
And that'll set him back 5. Here's Matt Wild now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. 2-point game. They have the football. Their defense was able to do their job. Now can the offense just hold on here, Charles?
And they better, because after the job the defense did to give them the ball back with this lead, it's time for them to seal the deal and allow them to go to the locker room with a victory.
They'll try to seal the deal. Here we go. A big run there. 29 yards and a first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Here we go. So we got man.
Now they toss out wide to Sanders. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here we go. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
On 3rd down. It's Sanders. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Sam Martin now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They start the drive with Cook. They find some open field here. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
54 Mike. I got it. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Deuce. Undercrush.
He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll look to throw. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Running for it, here's Cook. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Eagles going to take the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Mike 54. Wild Bill.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Vikings 30-yard line.
Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.